Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Rebellion. We are here once again with doing the second mission of Assassin's Creed Rebellion, and it's the Merchant of Death. Now, a little caveat. I did fix the terrible pronunciation of Torquemada that was in the previous one. Sorry about that. I had to look it up. But hey, I should be better now. All right. Well, we know that's always going to be a problem, but hey, I'm not a master of Spanish pronunciations. I do my best. All right, so with the Merchant of Death, this requires a power level of 220, and of course you see an assassination roll. You see yourself a DPS roll. Now, DPS comes in multiple. You can often look at it as assassination is the stealth. The blue are the stealth rolls. The pink or red, I guess it's pink, are the DPS rolls, though there are varying. They don't have any stealth. They could be tank, they could be AoE, or they could just be raw damage DPS. And of course, then you have the support rolls. So this includes disarm, this includes healing, this includes just general support. But we see we need a disarm, a DPS, and an assassination roll. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the standard roles, the characters that I had before. But, it looks like what we have to do from the objective-wise is there is an assassination as well as a stealing of an item. So for the Merchant of Death, Aguilar's journal entry number 2, our visit to the Dominican Chapter House yielded no information concerning Ojeda. He has not been there for weeks. However, we have discovered correspondence between Ojeda and a corrupt merchant of Mercia? No, Mercia. Yeah, it's Mercia. Mercy is with an E, and that's in England. We're not in England. This man sells the seized properties of victims of the Inquisition, sharing his profits with the Inquisitors. Ooh. For his actions and support toward the crime committed by the Templars, he deserves to die. But before that, we will see if he knows anything of value concerning the Templar plans. We'll stick with our standard Aguilar, Beatrix, and Gasper, because this is my winning team. I will say, for any new players, really work on Beatrix. She alone is a powerhouse. In fact, we'll talk about her here real quick. We'll see with her skills alone. All right, so she's got this swipe skill, performs a swift but broad strike, hitting all enemies in front of the hero. So this is a powerful AoE DPS roll. Here is the winner. This thing, maiming sweep, viciously inflict deep pushing wounds. That should be punishing, shouldn't it? I don't know. On all nearby enemies. Strike all enemies, inflicting 200% bleed over the next 4 ticks. That is so powerful for bosses and just pretty much anybody, really. Multiple characters. Oh, it's wonderful. And she also has improved parry. So when you put this thing on, deflects incoming enemy strikes with ease, gaining advantage in combat prowess. If she has a healer backing her up, she has no self-heal, but she barely takes damage. She's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful character. And I do recommend people use her. So she's a disowned noble. So we'll talk about Beatrix de Nerha. I think that's how you pronounce it. Born during the Renaissance, Beatrix de Nerha was a Spanish noblewoman from Barcelona with a total lust for life that had no sense of discrimination. From her early teens, she craved more than her vapid, proper noble life could provide. She actively chased adventure, learning how to hunt and sword fight from her brothers to the disapproval of her parents. Beatrix loved to sneak out of her family's villa to roam the streets of Barcelona and enjoy the city's nightlife. During those nights out, Beatrix befriended all manner of people, commoners, Moors, and Christians alike. On one such night of revels with her friends, she made the acquaintance of Said al-Abbas, a Moorish assassin who also living in the city, and the two fell madly in love. I can actually show you Said afterwards. He's a fairly useful hero, not really, nothing really stands out for him. Mortified by her action, Beatrix's parents attempted to force her into arranged marriage with a captain of the Spanish army. Her parents warned her that if she did not comply and fully reform, she would be cut off financially and disowned. Beatrix did not comply and instead decided to run away with her assassin lover to pursue a more kindred life with the Brotherhood. So, here, I'll show you what this dude looks like, this Saeed. He's not really useful. I don't think he's even a very high tiered, if I remember correctly. Here he is. So he's a rare, Saeed al-Abbas. He's a rare hero, but his skills are really nothing to be happy about. He has no HQ perks. His passive skill gives him a little bit better health and defense, but in reality, he's just not all that great. And compared to Aguilar for an assassination role, I don't really see a reason why you'd want to use him versus Aguilar, who has better skills. So, there he is. Anyway. Oh. We're good with our team. All right, so let's go ahead and start the Merchant of Death. So I'm actually going to show you how awesome Beatrix is here in this first little bit. So I'm going to actually come up to her. Actually, she's probably going to die already, which is kind of sad. So there's not even really a huge reason. But that bleed damage alone did amazing. If I hit her, I wonder if it'll actually work. Nope. She's just so powerful. Even later on, she's so powerful with that bleed, with her standard, just everything about her, that it pretty much makes it that you don't need anyone else but her. But we will see how things get a little bit more dangerous as the chapters go on. By chapter 3 or 4, you're probably going to have issues. All right, so we have an alarm right here. Gasper's not too bad. Now, Gasper has some nice stuff. It'd be helpful if I could read the skill. Vitality of the Covenant improved a party member's ability to absorb damage. So health is increased by 50% on selected target for 15 ticks. Very helpful. Very, very helpful to kind of boost the health of one of your characters. I like to use it on DPS characters. And the ability to heal with Field Doctor. So this is why I used him, because Gasper more or less supported Beatrix the entire way. I'll use Aguilar here to jump over this. They both have pretty much the same amount because of their high level, but his agility is considerably higher. So in later missions, you'll see that he's the one to use. We'll break into here and see what we can get. Another 1K coins, definitely not a problem. All right, so here I'm gonna climb up this ladder and I'm gonna use the initiative skill, and it just is amazing. All right, so what I will do is I will assassinate this guy, because that'll get him to pull him away from Hassan. I believe this is Hassan. So I'm going to go up and do an assassination of Hassan. Oh, Hassan, stop me. See, even with 95% skill, there is a chance that they will be able to stop you. So unfortunately, I lost there, but Hassan's not going to make it through this double strike. We killed the corrupt merchant, and we got a document, which is what we needed to retrieve. So we retrieved the account book. Inquisition Business Partnership, February, profit share payment of 5,000 coins made to the Inquisitor Scribe. Note, starting this month, payments are to be delivered to him in Casas Ibanez. Therein lies the end of Mission 2, the Merchant of Death. So we completed that, found the clue, eliminated the corrupt merchant, and got our rewards.